I'm very much in favour of car restraint, and I think when we relate that to Acorn Road, and I'm sure there's all sorts of different kind of solutions, on different scales of car restraint. Pedestrianisation would be sort of the very upper end. The high quality solution for Acorn Road would be to pedestrianise it, close it down to vehicles. I also actually think it would be good for Jesmond, it would be good for the retailers, it would be good, for Acorn Road itself. That there's sort of an inverse relationship between the amount of money that pedestrians spend, people who have walked to Acorn Road, and the space that's allocated to them to get to the shops, as opposed to people who drive there and spend money, and the space that's allocated to them. Space is just whoever claims it, and in the end, the driver, being sort of the powerful force and all this, seems to win the space. There's a sort of the status quo argument of, well, it has been like that over the last 30, 40 years. Say we would close it down to traffic, might even be temporarily, just to see what happens, as a trial or something like that. And that's exactly what people think. It'll go dead. But when you actually do it, it's the exact opposite. Cycling combined with car restraint does bring business to retail. You're slowing the space down, people while their time away. And I'm absolutely radical on this one. I think, why would you have to compromise? Close it down. Because you can always have a stepped approach, can't you? You can try out certain things. If it doesn't work, you adjust it, or you go back to what it was before. In the end, I think all solutions have to be about looking at the space between the buildings differently, and looking at that currently a lot of space is given to drivers, driving along as well as parking. So one of the medium scary solutions was to remove car parking on one side, widen the pavement, keep the car parking on the south side, and see how it goes. And I think the retailers are, from what I understand, are quite on board. There's a couple of them who don't quite believe the data. And funny enough, that's always the same story everywhere, wherever these surveys are carried out. On Acorn Road, we showed that a lot of people actually travel from, just a 1 mile radius, and they travel there by walking. And that's what Acorn Road is supposed to be, a local resource, where people go to buy their carrots and milk.